Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all doing very well. I have recently been posting a few videos, hope you are enjoying them, and this video is part 2, as you can see by the title, regards to MS. So I will be posting videos regards to multiple sclerosis and a few certain topics that I think are important to discuss or important to help others that may need a little bit of guidance on, help on, or may need a bit more of encouragement and giving them a bit more assurance that it's okay, we're all in it together. This video is about how to deal with the actual challenge that you get of a few symptoms when it comes to multiple sclerosis. Now, I have had multiple sclerosis myself for up to 5 years now, so I've had it for 5 years, and I think it has completely changed the way that my body works, the way I am physically. I don't think I'm as active as I used to be, but I have dealt with the matter. I always look for a resolution, like how to resolve it or how to combat that, or how to what could I do that could make me better. The particular subject that I want to talk about was recommended by a few of my followers, because I did mention in the previous video, the introduction that I did about multiple sclerosis. So if you want to watch that video, you can watch that first, then you can come to this one, but that's up to you. If you have already watched, then please keep watching, and please like and subscribe to my channel. I always forget to say that, but yeah, please do, and you'll have many more videos like this. Okay, so I have thought of 10 lovely ways on how to deal with a weak bladder when you are suffering from any condition. There are loads of medical conditions out there. It's not necessary that this is all about just like MS or how to deal with a weak bladder. If you've got MS, if you've got any other medical condition that gives you a weak bladder, this could be good for you as well, because they're very good, simple 10 effective ways that you can deal with a weak bladder, and I'm sure at least one of these ways will help you, and it will definitely make that challenge better for you. Now, when I was first diagnosed, it was so difficult for me, because I needed to go to the toilet every half an hour. It's like I always needed it. I felt I always needed it. I had to try a few drugs, they weren't working either. So then I thought, okay, I need to do something myself, because I can't be around with a weak bladder. Like, the brain gives a person a signal that they need the toilet, therefore a person goes to the toilet. With multiple sclerosis, us girls, us people who have multiple sclerosis don't get that signal. We do not know when we need the toilet, and when we need it, we're extremely desperate to go that we leak sometimes, or we wet ourselves. That's how extreme it goes to. But I do hope that they cure at least that part of it, because it is extremely challenging. I remember back then that anywhere I used to go, the first thing I used to think, have they got a loo? Has that restaurant got a loo? Has that hotel, hotels do? Has that, like for example, okay, if I was going on a long journey on a motorway, I used to think, okay, like how many service stations have they got? Which service station can I stop at? It was always my number one priority to think, where is the next toilet available? Where is the next? You know, when someone looks at them, where's the next fire exit? It's an emergency. That's how I used to feel when it used to be toilets. I was like, oh my god, that's my fire exit. That is my emergency exit. Anyway, so coming to these 10 effective ways, let's get cracking into it, and we'll share them with you, and I feel so much better. I think it's reduced my desperation of going to the toilet with a weak bladder by 60%, which is quite a lot, so I'm quite happy about that. So I hope these methods will help you as well. First things first, always wear a comfortable underwear. So always wear an underwear that you're comfortable with. A 100% cotton is highly recommended. So whether it doesn't matter which underwear it is or what type of underwear it is, that's not relevant, that's not important. What's more important is to always wear an underwear that you're comfortable in wearing, because you have that desperation of always in your mind that you need the toilet. You need to be comfortable in that area. You need to be comfortable. If you're wearing something uncomfortable, that's going to make the matter worse for you. So always wear comfortable briefs. That's number one. I would definitely avoid to wear tight ones. Always go a size up so you're comfortable in what you're wearing. So yeah. Next would be speak to your GP, speak to your consultant, whoever your consultant is, with whichever medical condition that you have, and discuss which drugs are optional for you to use. I went through several drugs and then I finally came to a drug called Toviaz, so I'll just note it down here. Toviaz is an amazing drug. It is done wonders for me. It has brought my bladder under control. It's a small blue drug that I take on a daily basis. You can't miss the dosage. If you miss the dosage, yes, the running tap is going to start leaking again. So you will go through several drugs with trial and error, but that's how it is. You wouldn't know which one's better for you. One drug would be better than the other, who knows. Or when this problem occurred, I used to wear pantry liners because that's used usually for weak bladders. Pantry liners are more for small leakages that you have, maybe for different types of other conditions that you have. This for sensitive, it says always sensitive. So these are yellow ones, minis, because it has wings. It's cotton, the feeling is cotton, so it's very comfortable when you're wearing it. You don't feel you're wearing it. You can refresh these like up to 3 times a day, 2 times a day, whenever you feel like it. Just refresh it and use it, and it really does wonders. This really works when you have a small leakage, or when you do have a small accident. You've got protection, and this does protect you. You don't leak, it doesn't come on your clothes, and I think this is really good. It's like, this is my holy grail for me because it really keeps me safe. Yeah, it really helps a lot. The fourth thing I would recommend is to take regular toilet breaks. Do not hold it on for too long. Do not think, oh yeah, I can hold it on for another 10 minutes or another half an hour, I'll be fine. To combat this actual issue, you want to go regularly, so you come in the habit of going regularly. It's not necessary that you need it, but when you go regularly, it really helps. It makes a massive impact, because then your bladder is all full. You won't feel the urge of going. You won't have this tension or stress. You won't have the anxiety of, oh god, am I going to leak? Oh my god, do I need it now? Just go every 45 minutes to an hour, and you would feel a lot more comfortable. Once you've had that loo break, you're a lot more comfortable. You can focus back at work. Even if you're at work, speak to your manager. There's nothing to be ashamed about. Speak to your manager about this and say, look, I need a regular break like this. I'm only going to go to the toilet and come back because this is the condition I suffer from, and it's essential for me to do that. It's nothing to be embarrassed about, because it is a medical condition, okay? There is nothing wrong with you. It is a medical condition, part of your body, which we are dealing with together. I deal with it. I'm not ashamed of it. Neither should you be ashamed of it. The next thing that I want to talk about is always stay hydrated, because you are going to take these regular breaks. It's essential for you to stay hydrated. So drink water. I always have water with me on the go. Like if I've got a water bottle in my car, I've got one in my office, I've got one in my bedroom, I've got one I've got in these 3 areas. I think my bedroom, my car and my office. I think these are the 3 locations that I'm always at. So yeah, if you keep it in these 3 locations, I think it would be fine. Just regularly drink water. Water is the best option. Try to avoid other drinks like fizzy pop drinks or other drinks like energy drinks. No, it's not something I would recommend. Alcohol, try to reduce it if you can, but I think water is the best solution to this, because you're always going to stay hydrated. Taking that regular loo break would really help. So I think yeah, I think staying hydrated was another thing that really helped me, because it was worth me always going to the loo, and then I didn't have that extreme desperation to go. Yeah, drink water, it's very good for you. The next thing I want to talk about is, let me go and grab it 1 minute, that is this. It is a deodorant called Femfresh. Femfresh is a particular deodorant that you use for 24-hour comfort and protection. It's moisturizing silk extract. I always have a large size in my bathroom, and I always have a small this size when I'm on the go, because this is a gentle deodorant, has been let's read it again. This gentle deodorant has been specifically formulated to give long-lasting freshness in the intimate area. The delicate fragrance combined with the calendula, that's right, calendula multi-active complex helps limit the development of odor to leave you feeling fresh and confident. The moisturizing silk extract provides protection layer to ensure maximum comfort. That's exactly what it does. I feel a lot more confident. It's got this lovely scent to it, which I really like. It keeps me fresh, doesn't allow any odors, because it combats any odors, because if you're always insecure that, oh, there's going to be an odor, if you have a small leakage, then use this. These always have these are scented, so you wouldn't have any odors, but for yourself, or to feel confident in yourself, this always keeps the area fresh. And I think it's really good, because once you're clean, you refresh yourself with this, and it's really good. I use this a few times a day, and I highly recommend it. It's called Femfresh. I will leave a link below for you to purchase it. You get large size, travel size, and I think there are other brands out there as well, I'm sure, that do the same thing, but this is the particular one that I like because it does wonders for me, and it does, the scent does last like till my next shower, so I can assure you this really does work. The next thing I want to talk about is exercise. Okay, you may have come across, or you may have been discussed or been told there are many different exercises to combat a weak bladder. Now, that may, well, when I tried the exercise, it did work for me on some occasions, but sometimes you tend to get lazy and you don't always do that exercise, which is me. I tend to get lazy, and then I don't get to keep up with that exercise. So what I do it whenever I remember, like every few days. But exercising is very good for you. Exercising that particular area of muscle is very good for you. If you look online, if you just basically on YouTube it, or if you Google it, that what's the best method of exercise for a weak bladder, there is so many options, so many videos for you to see. So do your research on that and see which exercise, because there are different types, see which exercise suits you and which is best for you. The next thing that I want to talk about is, because I always keep myself fresh and I'm always having glue breaks, I'm always in contact with water because I always stay fresh. So that causes dry skin. If you're the same, if you're having your daily showers and you're always like having a loo break and you're always like irritated, it does cause irritation and dry skin. So the other thing I can recommend is for you to use Vaseline. Vaseline is very good for dry skin or itchy skin. So that's something that I would definitely highly recommend. It's totally safe to use in delicate, sensitive areas. So it is something that I would definitely recommend for you guys to use as well. If you have itchiness, dry skin area, it moisturizes your skin and it makes you feel even more comfortable. So it really helps. That honestly does help. Another thing I want to talk about is, and I think this is the 10th last one, is stay positive. Yes, accidents do happen. If you've had that like I've had it on a few occasions where it just happens, it just leaks, you've had a full blow and you get to you do have an accident. They happen. You would get over it. They are not a massive deal. So what? You just need to refresh your clothes, refresh yourself, go in and have a shower. If it's happened at a public place, then you need to just think, you don't need to explain yourself to anyone if it's ever happened in public, because, or if you're embarrassed about it happening around people, or even if it's happening around your partner. It's very important to understand this medical condition, because it is a medical condition. Some people have medical conditions where they can't stop, like having watery eyes, which I think is quite bad as well, which I think is quite challenging as well. So everyone has different types. You need to stay positive and you need to deal with the matter and think, okay, it's happened today, so what? Look ahead. There's nothing that you can do. If it's happened, it's happened. You can't turn back time. Just deal with that matter then. Don't get depressed or stressed over about it. You shouldn't get, it shouldn't affect your confidence. No, that shouldn't happen at all. So just deal with the matter and be confident. Accidents do happen. It's happened with me, but I dealt with them positively. I laughed them off, to be fair, and yeah, that's it really. Yeah, so I hope these 10 things helped. They weren't something, well, there is no magic that can actually cure the actual issue. I wish there was. I'm sure we all wish there was, but I think these are like really 10 effective ways where it helps, or how I used to deal with having a weak bladder back when I was diagnosed, and when it was a challenge for me. This was a new challenge for me. It was something new that I had to deal with. Then I used to try all these methods, and then I thought, like, okay, so what's the resolution to this? I always used to think a resolution. There's always a resolution to every problem. My grandma used to say that to me. So there's always a resolution of the problem. Don't think about the problem. Think about the resolution. So if your weakness, or your bladder weakness, or if any other condition of yours is present in your life, don't think about the condition, think about the resolution. How can you combat it? How can you be in control? Always think that you're in control. Always believe that you're in control. Believe that you're in control of the matter. Don't let it control you. Okay, with that being said, hope you liked this video. Give it a nice thumbs up if you did, and also like and subscribe to my channel. That'd be much appreciated, and I'll bring more videos to you. Keep your requests coming. They are much appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video. I love you all very much. Like, I love these hearts. Do you see these hearts? I'm so obsessed with the hearts. But yeah, I love you guys loads, and yeah, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep your requests coming. Tell me which video to do next in the comments below regards to MS, and then I will do that. And if you are on my channel, that is great. You can watch my recent hauls that I have been doing, and I hope you enjoyed them too. Okay everyone, thank you very much. I love you all very much. Bye.